Okay. Yeah, we saw a Charlie Kaufman movie.
I think this might be the first one I've seen now that I think about it.
Well, have you seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Not all of it, actually. I've only seen, like, the opening of it, but I really need to see the damn thing.
Like, I looked at his filmography. Apparently, I've been, like, a fan of his for fucking years. Because I've actually seen a lot of his movies. He's done, of course,
So, Eternal Sunshine.
he did Inside John Malkovich. He didn't direct the one, but he wrote it.
And Now the World Makes Sense.
Or Being John Malkovich. And he also wrote Adaptation, which also a Spike Jonze movie.
Sorry, I'm laughing because you mentioned that, because John Malkovich, that was Spike Jonze too, right?
Yeah, they work together in those two movies. Because we were talking about this on the way there. It's like, it's Spike Jonze and Charlie Kaufman have this in common, where no matter what project they're working on, whether it's good or bad, it's going to be wildly different than anything you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to describe Anomalisa.
Yeah.
A name, a title I finally know how to pronounce.
Yeah.
What were you looking at?
Huh. So I guess Jennifer Jason Leigh did the voice of Lisa.
Oh. I don't know who that is.
She was Daisy in Hateful Eight.
Oh, wow. Okay, okay.
Wow, she has made a comeback.
Massively different projects.
Yeah.
This is a weird movie.
I liked it.
It's a good movie, but it's a weird fucking movie.
Yeah, because basically it starts off like you hear a bunch of voices talking. They all sound exactly the same.
Which we thought was just us being a little bit racist. Well, I thought it was at first. Until I started paying attention, it's like, oh, son of a bitch. Yeah. That's totally intentional choice.
Yeah, so it's basically like kind of feed into the whole fact that there really isn't much plot to this movie other than the fact that this guy spends the night with a woman named Lisa because she sounds different.
More or less, yeah. Well, she also looks different too. If you notice, all the faces on all the people were exactly the same, except for Lisa's.
How'd you notice the face? I noticed the voice.
I'm better with faces.
And this is why I'm a sound guy.
I'm a visual guy. See?
Yeah, but that does make sense actually, because
everyone had the exact same model of face. The hair. Only thing that was different was the hair.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense because I felt something was kind of eerie about everything.
Yeah, that's why at the very end, when Lisa's looking at Gwen in the passenger seat, her face is different. Because she sees the world differently. Okay. Yeah, at least that's the interpretation I got out of it. This is one of those, we're going to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks kind of movie. Yeah. And we're going to let artsy-fartsy people try to tear it to pieces.
Yeah, so...
Because, there's some parts where it gets really fucking meta, and other parts where it gets really, what's the word I'm looking for?
Weird?
Weird, yeah.
I don't know I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, it's a Charlie Kaufman movie. That's how you describe it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always kind of had a respect for Charlie Kaufman, even though I don't always understand his movies. I've never been a huge fan of Being John Malkovich, although I love Adaptation. Adaptation's great. Have you ever seen that one?
No, I have a copy of it, though. I just haven't watched it, but...
It's really... That one is meta as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were telling me.
That's a movie where it directly calls out the fact that the first half is incredibly boring. You need to spice things up for the second half. Yeah. Which is actually fucking brilliant. Yeah. Did I tell you about the monologue that happens in that movie? Yeah.
Where it doesn't matter how you start it. It all depends on the third act.
No, the best part is at least half of the movie is about Nicolas Cage narrating to himself and through voiceover. And he goes to a conference, and I'm talking about a entirely different movie. I'll talk about Anomalisa a little bit, but talks to himself. He goes to a conference for screenwriting because he's so stuck on trying to write the script. Right. And he's doing the same thing while Brian Cox talking on stage going, I'm an idiot, I'm a loser. I hate this one. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave right now. And then as he's doing this, Brian Cox, and God help you if you always voiceover narration in your stories, my friend. God help you. Instantly, voiceover narration stops. That's Charlie Kaufman in a nutshell. It's just basically, you never know what the fuck you're going to get. And that kind of describes this movie in a nutshell. Because like I said, the story is very basic. It's basically about a guy who's very well known in the customer service industry. Yeah. Is going out of town on a conference, and when he's at a hotel, he meets this, everyone looks and sounds exactly the same. There's no difference in the voice. There's no... even his wife and son over the phone sound exactly the same, which is actually pretty funny.
I'm a pirate, Daddy.
Surreal. That's the word I was looking for. Surreal. This is a very surreal film. And I feel like, A, I need to be more drunk for this. And B, I need to watch the movie again. Because I feel like there are parts of the movie that are downright fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Mostly, again, like, the idea itself is kind of brilliant when you can get, like, when you can finally wrap your head around it.
Yeah.
But it's also so unlike anything you've ever seen before that it takes a good deal of time to wrap your head around it.
Yeah.
I think that's the most apropos definition I can think of for this movie.
That sounds about right.
Because, like, what? Are you looking at more credits?
I'm trying to see who the hell did all those voices. Bugging the crap out of me.
The one-man show. I mean, this is like the smallest cast of voice I've seen in a movie, especially an animated movie, for a long time. It's only 3 people who do the voices total.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a guy...
Guy played the main character, and then Lisa, and then everyone else. To my one guy. Who, I'll give credit to that one guy. He did a pretty damn good job.
Yeah.
Given all the inflections and shit like that. This movie has, and also just the great dry sense of humor this movie has. And gotta say, probably the most realistic sex scene I've ever seen in a movie, and it's in claymation form.
Go figure!
I know, right? Like, did you notice that too?
Yeah, I was like, this is oddly well done.
Like, it's
kind of scary and awkward.
It's kind of how sex for the first time is with somebody new, and like even like the body types are more realistic of what you actually get from people. It's like, this is giving me like uncomfortable flashbacks here. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's like what was the joke? He's like, wow, claymation departments really went all in on this.
No, it's like claymation's come so far since Paranorman. Because this one we don't get just pretty good like facial expressions and like gesture and stuff. That was really good. I don't know how much that was CGI and how much that was actually like models, but
I'm not too sure either.
I know there's a blend.
Yeah. Like when it's super smooth, that's when there's the blend. When it's a bit choppier, it's all that.
Yeah. But anyway, but we don't get just that. No, we get dick and balls and tits and
full frontal nudity
on the guy
and her.
Well, true, but like a few seconds, not too long. But this one goes like an extended 5 minutes, where you just see his dick and balls just hanging in the wind.
It's like
It's like I don't know how I feel about this.
It's like, get it away!
Little kid in me going, I need an adult. I need someone to explain this to me.
What happened to my child art form?
I just know, like, when this movie was over, the couple next to us was just like, okay.
That was different.
That's actually what we said, but next to us. But yeah, basically, he's this guy who's clearly having either middle-age crisis or
it's a mix
a very huge existential crisis
with a little bit of psychosis.
With a little bit of psychosis, especially in that fucking dream sequence.
Yeah.
A lot of this also oddly kind of feels like a Coen Brothers movie too. I'm mostly inferring just the more comical scenes, particularly the part with the office in the basement with the golf cart.
Yeah.
Yes. That feels like something the Coen Brothers would do.
Yeah.
So like this movie's so hard to talk about.
It really is. It's like do you feel like you're in the same boat as Mordecai, except that we know what happened, we just can't process it?
Well, the difference between this and Mordecai,
this was good and it actually had a plot.
Well, like this difference between Mordecai and this movie is, I would say, this movie at least had an idea what it was doing. Yeah. Or like I felt like the decisions here were intentional rather than I'm just trying to sound smart like Mordecai was doing.
Yeah.
But fucking Christ, like so. Well, you can tell he just feels annoyed by everybody. Like he just has trouble communicating. People doesn't want to necessarily. So that's why he requests like the tallest room in the tallest building. But when he hears a woman outside his door who has an entirely different voice, he has a huge, basically panic attack. Yeah. And decides, while his dick and balls are hanging out, to quickly get dressed and try to track down whoever this voice is. Yeah. And it turns out it's this Lisa character. Yeah. And then that's the rest of the movie is basically about, well, the second act of the movie, I should say, is largely about their interacting with each other and what eventually leads them, basically what sums up to a one-night stand. And those scenes were fantastic. Yeah. And the voice acting and the writing here is phenomenal for these characters. Yeah. This thing ends on a very bittersweet note. True. Like, as the whole thing is based about the idea of just like kind of like monotony in life. Mm-hmm. Well, I would say the monotony in life and trying to find the easy way out, I would say, and probably not finding it. Like I said, there's a lot. This is one of the movies that art students can like pick apart to fucking death. It's clear. I feel like it's kind of designed to be that way. But anyway, like I think my favorite part of the movie is just when they're in his hotel room and they're just talking. Yeah. And like those felt like very authentic, and they felt very sincere, and it's really fucking sweet too at the same time.
Well, until the next day.
Well, until the next day. Well, because he's all excited. He thinks he's found his answer. He feels like he's found who he's supposed to be with. Yeah. He feels like he's found like everything he's ever been looking for. And then the day after, he realizes that either he got what he wanted, he quickly got bored with it, or that the euphoria wasn't going to last forever. Yeah. And then he panics and leaves.
Well, hence the title Anomalisa. I should say it was a mix of both the term anomaly and the character's name, Lisa.
Lisa gets a happy ending, at least.
Yeah. And hence the bittersweet part. 'Cause, like, for the main character, it's just like, he comes to the realization that, no, he's not going to escape the monotony of just, like, this life that he's built and created that he's stuck in.
Yeah.
And that...
At the same time, he did have an affair, so I only feel so bad.
Yeah.
So, like, I was rooting for Lisa, because, like, she's just this sweet, innocent woman who has horrible self-esteem, and like, to his credit, Michael, that's my character's name, Michael Stone, kind of helps her build her confidence back. Yeah. To a great degree, to the point where having, sex after 8 years. Yeah. Which made me a little concerned when I was thinking about it. It's like, self-esteem issues.
Yeah, what was that one line that I remember you were laughing at? It's like, something like, do you such or such? Is like, I don't really remember.
Wait,
there's some like, there's some like when they're about to have sex. There's some things like I haven't been with anyone in 8 years. I was like, oh, it's like, do you do this or something? It's just the positive like, I don't know. It's been so long.
Do you talk during sex?
That's what it was.
And she's kind of like, I can if you want me to. Do you want me to? Is that a thing? Like I said, like she was, like her characterization was great because again, just very sweet woman, obviously just insanely insecure, and quite frankly, reminds me of people I know. And also made me slightly concerned for my future. And I was like, oh, crap, what year am I on? Okay, year 1. Okay, I'm still okay for now. Yeah. Still got 7 to go. Before I get this desperate. Okay. But, yeah, like I found there was a great authenticity to their conversation.
Yeah.
You okay there?
Yeah, just a bad shiver.
Think about dick and balls flying around? Hey, at least you didn't get to see Robert De Niro's dick. We had to do that on Dirty Grandpa.
Oh.
It may not have been his dick specifically.
I don't want to think about it.
It was a dick.
That's bad enough for me.
Just sitting there. Top corner of the frame. Very uncomfortable.
More uncomfortable than Sex Drive?
I don't even remember Sex Drive.
That's where they had like that whole guy who just literally had his balls hanging out for no reason.
I don't think I even saw that movie.
It was okay.
That was before we started doing this. I think
way before. Yes. Like this movie came out like.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That was the one with the fucking donut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I saw the trailer. I was like, fuck no.
It was all right. It had its moments. But yeah. But after the one night stand, the surprisingly realistic one night stand. To the point where it's like, I was actually making a joke about this with somebody the other day. It was like, that's not how real sex looks like. Real sex is like, you're on my hair, get off. And then that actually fucking happens in the scene. No, the part where I lost it, though, is when she bapped her head on the banister when she was moving back up.
Like, her on the back.
I was like, yes!
I take it that's happened to you?
I plead the fifth.
So that's a yes. All right, fair enough. But after that, though, like, he realized, like, her voice that he's been attracted to all this time kind of slowly starts going back to the voice he keeps hearing to everyone else, which leads to a full-blown psychotic meltdown on the stage where you're supposed to be giving a conference, to the point where he starts giving weird, random, out of fucking nowhere political rants.
Yeah. Followed by goose stepping, I think. Yeah.
And people start booing him and all that shit, and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on with this maniac?
Yeah.
And then before then, we got the weirdest ass fucking dream sequence.
Yeah.
There was that scene you lost your shit at the shower scene. You remember the part where he's in the shower?
Oh yes.
Because I mean, it has such a
weird sense of humor.
Yeah,
I love it. It's very awkward humor, but it works.
Yeah, because it's all so true.
I think it's what gives this movie credit. It's like it's surreal and it's bizarre, but at the same time there is a authenticity to it.
Yeah.
And there is a sincerity to it that it's kind of hard not to relate to it in some way.
Yeah.
Right before the claymation's doll's jaws pops off.
Yeah. Or has that weird glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, so I was like, how meta is this gonna get? Because I was wondering, it's like, okay, it's really cool. Like how this all is working now, but why is it told in claymation? And like that was kind of revealed through like the whole single face thing and that fucking dream sequence where after the one night stand he gets called down the manager's office all the way in the basement, which is a great scene.
Yeah.
Walks into the
Take the golf cart.
Walks in the manager's office, this huge fucking basement floor. He goes, "Yeah, they offer you a 500 square feet one up in the top floor or this." Easy choice, right? And it's like the size of the fucking Bat Cave from The Dark Knight. And he goes, "Yeah, take the golf cart. Watch out for the meeting sinkhole."
Yeah. Wait, the what sinkhole?
It was like the meeting room sinkhole, whatever the hell that fucking hole in the floor was.
Yeah, he's like, no, go around it. Don't go through. Why would you do that? He's like, no, go to the left.
And I'm thinking, like, this movie, I really feel like I need to sit down and think about for a long time to really kind of analyze it. But I can kind of make interpretation of that dream sequence now, just thinking about it right now. Because then the general manager confesses love to Michael, and then which is weird saying that name out loud to me. Or Mr. Stone. There you go, loophole. And then everyone else starts confessing his love to him. It's like, you can have anyone else, just don't take Lisa. You leave her alone. And there's like, you can have her, she's nice. You can fuck her right now if you want to. Guy in the background, you can fuck me too.
Or me, but not Lisa.
And like anyone but Lisa and everything like that. And it's like, it's that idea of like trying to get away from conformity you were talking about. And I kind of see your point now the more that I think about it.
Yeah.
Just trying to avoid conformity and thinking that you found someone that's so special and that's just like, it's going to change your world forever and then find out that that's still not good enough for you.
Yeah, or even just the idea that no matter what, it's like it all becomes, it all conforms at some point.
And there's just some of the weird ongoing jokes. Like, there's that whole thing with the zoo.
It's zoo-sized!
It's zoo-sized. And you didn't notice it at first. I had to point it out to you. There's a scene, like, after the one-night stand. Like, in the beginning of the movie, he runs into a taxi driver who decides that he's going to be Chatty Cathy.
Yeah.
And fuck people. It's like, people who cannot take a hint that you do not want to talk.
Yeah.
It's like, you should go to the zoo. It's zoo-sized. It's great. It won't take very long to get through it. And then that fucking phrase kept coming back at random parts of the entire rest of the movie. And when it shows the daylight coming up, there's a billboard off to the side that just says, "It's zoo-sized," like in massive capital letters.
Or was it also the, try our chili?
Oh yeah, try our chili. Which again, even though you can still make that as a point of like conformity or just being reminded of life's mundane necessities and just contributing to his insane existential crisis. Fucking, hey, I'm getting really deep into this conversation all of a sudden. It's like, you watch
it's just like in the middle, it's like 5 minutes later, you're just like crying with your face in the... Yeah, I would just...
5 minutes later, my jaw pops off, and I'm gonna like...
Aww.
It's like, do you watch Zero Punctuation?
Yes.
You know the Spec Ops The Line review he did?
I don't remember it too well.
That one basically just goes off this huge rant, like the deep...
Oh, yeah! Yeah.
I was like... yeah, that's the one. Where it's like, life's cold, cold existence and how it means for us to die slowly alone, further interfering through the cold decay of life.
Because he was joking about the whole deal. It's like the fact that broke free from like the typical war thing where it's just like all mindless shooting and people die. And he's actually tried to have an intelligent conversation.
Well, yeah, so it's like, I'm sorry, I haven't told a joke in a while. It's hard to make jokes about this one. People say it's a random fart sound.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to do this movie because I'm going to get like, the more I talk about it, the more existential I'm becoming.
Yeah.
And even like at the end, it's super surreal because after he has this full-blown mental breakdown, he goes home, and I'm surprised you didn't notice the face thing because I thought they made it very obvious, especially at the very end.
Yeah, I should have noticed. It's like
because he goes home to his wife and son. His wife and son have the exact same face, and then it turns out surprise party. There was a whole party. Everyone in the party looks at him, exact same face, and he doesn't recognize anybody. He can't tell anyone apart. So it's either his existential crisis or he's fucking insane.
I think it's both.
Probably a little bit of both. I
mean, the fact that he's taking medication, like, is a sign of things.
Oh, yeah, I did take medication to get movie, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But we never see him take the medication again, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe if you don't get off your medication, you start goose stepping.
Maybe.
But either way, Lisa has a much happier ending because she has kind of a nickname for herself, because she calls herself an anomaly. It's like, okay, it's maybe it's not a bad thing to be different. I've kind of grown into it, and then she kind of puts into a nickname of Anomalisa, and she's like, yeah, I like that. So she's kind of found her own identity within that, and she's grown a lot of confidence as a result, which just shows, getting laid once in a while really helps your self-esteem.
Too bad for Mr. Stone.
I said sometimes.
Yeah. I was like, too bad for Mr. Stone.
Oh, get really existential in this car right now.
Yeah, it's like,
too bad for Michael. I'm so lonely.
It's like, wow, that character had to share your name.
I know. It's like that screenplay you showed me a few weeks ago where it's like, why did you use my name for this?
I don't know. It felt right.
Oh, I think that's even worse. I don't know what's worse.
Yeah,
that's not being intentional, or are you saying because it just felt right?
It was unintentional.
I'm sure.
It just
But again, it just felt right, huh? So on a subconscious level, maybe. People have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Don't even worry about it, guys.
If I get it made, though, you'll know soon enough.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be awkward for everyone.
This was already awkward enough.
Be...
And just watching this movie alone with the sex scene and dick and balls flying around, you and I trying our best not to make eye contact.
Yeah, like I just looked up to the top left corner of the screen, just like, I have a general idea, but I'll know when it's all gone.
You know what's the worst part when you think about it? Is they were swinging around so much, somebody had to stop every second, move it just a little bit to the left, take another picture, turn just a little bit more, and do this for 3 hours, just playing with some guy's dick and balls.
No, here's what I'm wondering. How much reference material do they have to get?
Just so Charlie Kaufman's like, all right, guys, gather around. Zip. This is what you look like. All right?
It's like South Park, and then it went diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle.
Wait, which part are you talking about?
The Black Friday special with George R. R. Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then he took out his wiener, and it went ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Wiener,
wiener, wiener,
wiener,
wiener, wiener, wiener. One wiener next to another wiener, wiener, wiener.
Okay. We are so obsessed about claymation dicks.
You know what we gotta do now? We gotta get the entire MTCN review team and do that song.
Oh god, that'd be a nightmare to try to schedule. And I get a lot of confused messages too, like, you want me to do what now? Oh god, I feel like we talked more about dicks than any review I could think of in recent memory. And I just gave Dirty Grandpa a hard time for using so many dick jokes in their movie, so I think I'm a bit of a hypocrite now. But at the same time, how often do you get to rant about claymation dicks? And that opportunity doesn't happen every now and again.
It's just dick.
Because the movie's much more than that.
It is an experience.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I mean, I think it's an existential movie, and it's every frame shows it's a Charlie Kaufman movie,
and it makes me fear my life in the future. Yeah!
I think I'm a little more optimistic. Dude, you're only a few years older than me. I'm 24. We're gonna be fine.
Do I look older than a couple?
No.
It's like I'm only 3, but you make it seem older. Ah!
Man, I thought you were my age until you said it like a few months ago.
I'm aging well.
There you go. Congratulations. Feel better?
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine, buddy. You just got engaged. You're fine. Wait for that video, by the way, guys.
Oh, I made it an experience to remember.
Yes.
Don't ask why I said it in a George Takei voice.
It may or may not have avoided claymation penis. It did not. But it could be like a gift. It might. It might not. You'll never know for sure.
But it technically did involve the Master Penis Sword.
Hey, what you guys do in your own free time is your business, all right?
No, I'm talking about what Anomalisa did.
Oh, shit. That won't be in the video.
Oh God, no.
I'm like, I think that's why I asked you when I was looking, like, okay, do you want this censored or uncensored? Because that's going to dictate whether or not this makes it in.
And I will show you why that especially made me laugh. And after we are done recording this.
Okay, fair enough.
But seriously though, just you gotta watch this movie. It is.
It's like, if you like surreal shit.
Yeah.
If you've liked anything by Spike Jonze or anything written by Charlie Kaufman, then go see this, because this is your kind of movie. But I'm not sure I'd recommend this to general audiences though.
Oh God, no. This is a movie that is a little bit too deep for its own good sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little bit self-indulgent.
A little.
Yeah, it's mostly in the dream sequence more than anything else, I would say.
But
It
is a beautiful movie though.
Oh, it looks
like,
gorgeous.
The way they use the claymation, it's just
It's masterful.
it's incredibly profound. Just God, I kind of want to watch this again actually.
Like I said, this is a movie I feel like I need to see twice.
Yeah.
And so, like, this is one I'll definitely check out when it comes out on DVD. That'd be good. Like, drink wine and cheese. Go, yes, let's analyze the in-depth complexities of Anomalisa.
And afterwards, we shall analyze the strange inequities of Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas.
Indeed. Oh, delicious.
Let's talk about the frickin' trailers.
Oh my God! You know we gotta do that with PJ Butterwater.
Wait, what?
You know the English Gentleman thing we did a while back.
Oh yeah!
I was your CP Crupper Top, I think it was.
Oh yeah. Did you actually finish that review and put it up?
No, I lost all the footage because my camera and I didn't lose the footage. I still had my camera, so I backed it up. But all the progress I made on it got lost because my laptop crashed.
Oh yeah.
So I lost all that, so I gotta start from scratch, which sucks. Thankfully, I had the intro scene exported and saved away, so I don't have to do that.
Yeah!
So your part is safe. But everything else I gotta edit from scratch, which sucks. Which it also sucks because I also lost the script, so I kind of have to guess where everything's gonna be. It's gonna be a fun time.
Sucks to be you!
Yeah. But anywho, I mean, would you recommend this?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, like I said, it's like, it is gonna be a weird movie, you might not get it at first. I still try to process things, I think we both are.
Yeah, I hate saying you just don't get it, because it makes me feel like such a pretentious asshole.
Well, but the fact is, we don't fully get it.
No,
so
like, it's kind of when I saw Inherent Vice last year, I was like, I don't get this movie. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's not clicking. This one I feel like I get a little more than I did Inherent Vice, but
yeah. Well, I think Inherent Vice is just weird, whereas this is, there's reason for it.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's by and large a Charlie Kaufman film, and if you're familiar with his work, then you're the kind of person this movie's aimed for. To be frank,
Yeah.
If you liked Adaptation, if you liked Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, if you liked Being John Malkovich, or whatever else he's done. He's done a couple of ones I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Then,
those are his big ones.
Then go see this movie, because it's along the same vein. Yeah, probably on par with Being John Malkovich. Maybe a little bit more John Malkovich, but it's kind of, I don't know, they're kind of close together. So I guess trailers then.
So we got the one that we get every time now at this theater.
This is like the only time I've not been angered by saying the same trailer over and over again, because like the trailer still makes me laugh.
Yeah, especially just those two lines. You got a call from the future? Dear Lord!
No, it's Hail Caesar, by the way, we're talking about. No, the part that always gets me is either George Clooney going, "Let us have we."
If we could see, but...
see, that's it. See, but... Because I've been in Roman armor and I've had that exact moment. Did I ever tell you that story?
No, he did not. You must tell it to me another time.
No, I can tell it now, fuck it.
Okay.
At this point, like, I've had people tell me, like, your ramblings are probably the funniest parts of these videos, so fuck it.
Ramble.
The first play I ever, like, the first musical I ever did when back in my theater days was A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forums. And I understudied from the main villain, who is called Miles Gloriosus. Think Gaston, but in Roman times. That was a fun part to play. But problem is, I was the understudy, so I only did the first song maybe once or twice in rehearsal, and I got to play it one time. But the problem is, it was my first musical I ever did, and my family was in the audience, and I'm wearing heavy metal armor. And I was nervous as shit. So I got up there and I realized I did not know the cue to start singing. So the music starts vamping and I go... completely blanked. Completely forgot the first words of the song. I'm going, shit, crap, fuck, cock. Like, in my head, obviously. Yeah. So finally I said, fuck it. And I picked the first words that sounded like the words I was supposed to say. And went off from there. I was fine. Those first 5 seconds was terrifying in my life at the time. It's like... pretty much. So I guess that reminds me of that. And the other part that always makes me laugh was when the reporter goes, we want the truth! And he goes, yes, truth. Mm. Yeah. Because fucking Josh Brolin's amazing. Yeah. God damn it, I love Josh Brolin.
I'm so looking forward to this movie.
Yeah, I can't wait. It comes out next week, I think, so that'll be fun. I think Ron wants to see that one too, so we'll see if we can get him involved too. And then we got Where to Invade Next.
The new Michael Moore documentary.
Oh, that's what that one was. Fuck, like I do not care for Michael Moore.
He's one of those guys who are like, I don't know how I feel about him. Because on the one hand, he is such a manipulator.
Oh, like even like this movie, I can tell right now, he's picking parts from other countries that would not realistically work in America because most of those other countries have significantly smaller populations.
Yeah. But even then, it's like he's not necessarily right. He brings up points about what's wrong. So that's one of the things where I'm kind of like on the fence about it.
I don't know, like for me, I think at this point, especially honestly with the talk shows we have on there are better people that do this already that do it better.
Yeah.
Like I would say John Oliver, I would trust 10 times over Michael Moore.
Hell yeah.
Michael Moore any day of the week.
Well, yeah, because as I said, there's a big difference between not being wrong and being right. Mm-hmm. And I prefer the guy who's right.
So like I don't know, it's a Michael Moore documentary. It's not on my list of things to see because I don't like.
I'm curious about it. Like at the very least, he tends to make me laugh, so can't complain about that.
He looks like a turkey, and quite frankly, he kind of sounds like a turkey. So I'm not sure how much I really want to take him seriously.
Yeah.
And then we got I Saw the Light. Which one was this one?
That was the Hank Williams one with Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, yeah. I kind of want to see that.
I'm curious.
If only because that's Tom Hiddleston in it.
Yeah.
That's enough to, like, fuck it, sure, I'll go see it.
Doing in a pretty damn good southern accent.
Right? Like, it's Tom Hiddleston. At this point, that man can do no wrong. He's Loki.
Yeah.
You want to talk about manipulative right there.
Yeah.
He manipulates my heart. Now he's doing Hank Williams. Like, God damn it, man. Marry me. Watch Tom Hiddleston. This is the one video Tom Hiddleston happens to watch. Goes, what? That would be amazing, actually, come to think of it.
Yeah. 2 years down the road, Michael the Commander marries Loki.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, on your mind, I was like, I'll be damned.
I know, right? It's like, wasn't gay before, but changed my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized horrible. No. I don't want to make a second.
He doesn't mean that literally.
No.
It is totally not a choice.
No, that's not at all what I'm implying. I realized how horrible that sounded after I said it. But so please don't hate me in the comments. Completely unintentional. This is like the biggest flub up I've had since I accidentally
made
Vampire Academy comment.
Nah.
Oops. And then we got, speaking of surreal, we got Night of Cups.
What the hell was that?
It's like fucking Christian Bale on a serious acid trip or something.
I was like, did he just take acid and go on a party boat?
I don't know. It looks like if they tried to reboot, what's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yep, that sounds about right. It looks like a gritty reboot of that.
Yeah, except it replaced Johnny Depp with Christian Bale. And Christian Bale's a great actor, so honestly, if I'm going to do it, probably him. But, yeah, I don't know. That one looks fucking bizarre.
I still don't know what the hell we saw in that one.
I don't know. Like, it was just a lot of wide-angle lens, a lot of Hollywood things.
Yeah, there were a lot of GoPros.
Yeah, like, and I'm usually not good at detecting camera work. So, again, when I can tell what it is, that's interesting.
And when you're distracted by it, that's even worse.
That's true, but I don't know. It's obviously an intentional decision. So it's one of those things. It all depends on how it's done, and it's who the fuck knows.
Yeah.
That was the last trailer we got. So you got no final thoughts for Anomalisa?
It's just a really damn good movie, if not one that takes a little bit of getting used to really dig deep under.
Either come prepared with a friend who's very analytical, or come into this high. You'll probably be okay.
That sounds about right. Or drunk, by the way you sounded, because you said you might have to have a couple beers next time.
Yeah. Makes me really sad I'm on a budget right now. By the way, support a Patreon. On that note, as I'm talking about how I can't afford beer to go see movies like this, yeah, fuel my alcoholism. No, not really. Not a problem. This will not hold up in court. This is not a confession. Yeah, so I think that's all we got. So, we got... What do we got next week? We got Kung Fu Panda 3, The Finest Hour, which me and Sarah are going to check out on Sunday, I think. And,
Movies.
There's one more that I don't want to... Oh, 50 Shades of Black.
Good luck getting someone to join you.
Grant, you're busy?
I hope.
I'll buy you lunch.
I saw a clip. You're gonna need to get me a goddamn car to watch that.
You heard him, folks. Go to the Patreon now.
We got $20,000 in donations! Shit!
That'd be amazing. That'd be goddamn amazing. I'm not...
MTCN reviewer returns car they kill themselves shortly after.
Call Wes. Just like, hey, buddy, the sequel to Haunted House 2 is out. You want to go?
No!
No, he might actually if I buy him lunch again.
Because
we're all on a budget, so.
Because I just saw one clip of that on Daily Show, and I was just like, oh.
I mean, have you ever seen a Wayne Bros movie? It looks basically the same.
Yes, I watched them back when they were good in the late 80s.
I mean since, like, Scary Movie 3.
Actually, they didn't do Scary Movie 3. That was David Zucker.
Whatever, either way.
Scary Movie 2.
After Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, well, does White Chicks count?
Close enough.
Then, yes.
Did you like White Chicks?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, good.
That's why I shuddered.
Because I have a surprising amount of friends that like that movie, and I was like, I don't understand why, but okay. Anyway, so I hope you, enjoyed this probably as incomprehensible this movie rants we've had tonight.
Sorry if I'm frowning, I'm just remembering White Chicks. That just kind of overrid the joy and experience of this movie.
I'm smiling because he's remembering White Chicks. It's making me laugh. Because I'm a dick. A big, floppy, claymation dick.
Okay, I'm laughing again.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.